Hi everyone! Today I wanted to do a video about some glass tips that I have recently found. Now, what I'm going to show you, or the few things that I'm going to show you, are mostly my interpretation of things that I have seen. I'm sure somebody else out there has done these things. I haven't personally seen them. I generally try to do my own take on things. But like I said, there is more than likely someone out there who has had this same idea as I have. So one of the things that I came up with is creating these little buildings for my resources. Now, 9 times out of 10, I was leaving my remaining resources inside of my work areas. And because of that, I was getting a lot of my resources stolen. So what I actually got the idea to do was using these buildings. I took glass and was able to block off my buildings so that people weren't able to actually get into my craft benches. So that really helped me prevent a lot of my resources from disappearing. Also, instead of having to just stand in front of my equipment and wait for it to finish crafting a lot of one item, I found that this is actually really helpful to kind of let the machine do what it needs to do, craft the items for me, and I'll block off the building and I'll be able to run off and do whatever I need to do. I won't actually have to just stand there and wait for it all to finish. So that's something that I found to be really helpful. One of the other things, because I make these videos, I don't want to have to worry about a lot of people showing up into my room or people popping in and running around while I'm trying to do a video like this. I have found that using the glass also helps me block off the portal entrance from my kingdom, so people won't actually be able to run around and disturb my videos or disturb me while I'm trying to build in my kingdom. Now, you don't have to do what I did and just block off one area. You can make a long tunnel of it, or a winding tunnel that goes throughout your kingdom. You don't have to just use this little small area like I did. Now, I want to go ahead and show you how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and leave my kingdom, and I'm going to go back. And as you can see, my person can only go into this one little square. They can't go any further into my kingdom. And I've actually had someone show up in the middle of one of my videos when I had this completely blocked off. Now, I had to delete the video, so you're not going to see it, but the person actually ended up getting really mad that they weren't able to walk around my kingdom and said some pretty nasty things to me. But that's one thing that you can do, and I found that it really works. It's something that I like to do. Probably eventually I'll end up creating a tunnel network that only allows people access to certain areas. Another thing that I've seen are these cute little shops. I don't have a shop set up right now. I'm just storing resources, and you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to put your resources on individual squares like this. You can actually throw all your resources down on one square and encase them in glass, and your resources will stay safe. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you for the newer people to this game. I know it's going to be kind of like, oh, well, how do I do that? And sometimes you'll want to find videos of someone showing you how to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a little video on how to make the stores. It's really simple. You're just going to take your item that you're wanting to sell or display, and you're just going to throw it on the ground. You don't have to worry about it being perfectly set on a square. But you're going to take your glass and you're just going to click on that area. As you can see, the glass pulls the resource to the middle of the square and your resource will stay perfectly safe. Now, this is also something really good that you can do without having to buy a bunch of sentry locks. If you're trying to save up your qubits for something else, this is something that you can do to store your items and not have to worry about them being taken from you. Again, especially if you don't want to have to spend all that money on sentry locks, or if you just don't have the money to spend on the sentry locks or chests. This is something that you can do. It's pretty easy. You just got to collect the sand and you've got to stick it in your forger. That's it. It creates the glass for you and you can use that to store all of your items. It works just as well as a locked chest. But those are just some of the things that I have found that you can do with the glass. Now I'm sure that there are others out there. So if you'll happen to run across anything that you find to be really cool or something unique that you haven't seen before done with the glass or any other resource, send me an email. I do have an email slot in my markets page. Just scroll to the bottom. You'll see an area where you can send me emails. Give me suggestions on videos that you want to see, any kind of cool creative things that you've seen, and I'll do my best to make videos on them and leave reviews. So like I said, I'm sure that there are a lot of better things out there that you can do, but I do want to see these things and I do want to take the time to try to apply them to my own kingdom, or just give tutorials on actually how to make them or set things up. But yep, so that's all that I've been able to do with the glass so far. It's really the only things that I've even needed glass for. But again, if you find other things, go ahead and let me know. Bye!